This man went to a friend's house for a visit one evening. While chatting, they started talking about kids. Da Zhuang's wife told Hart her son had died in an accident years ago. If he were alive, he would be about the same age as Hart. Da Zhuang quickly interrupted her. He knew his wife hadn't been able to move on all these years. If she kept talking, she might break down. Sure enough, the next moment, the woman seemed possessed. She started drawing wildly on the table with a knife and fork. Da Zhuang rushed to stop her. He called the butler to give her a sedative. Only then did she quiet down. Hart didn't know how to react to her behavior. Later, Da Shan explained to him the death of their son had always been a thorn in his wife's heart. She had never accepted the truth, always imagining the child was talking to her. This had affected her mental state over the years. Hart understood the pain of losing a loved one. He often imagined his wife was still with him, but it wasn't as severe as what the woman was experiencing. Since the inn wouldn't take Hart and Da Zhuang offered to let him stay. The next day, Hart needed to go back to the old house to continue working. Da Zhuang drove him there, but on the way they were confronted by locals. They blamed Hart for the little girl's death. They claimed if Hart hadn't gone to the old house and seen the woman, their daughter wouldn't have died. Da Zhuang interrupted, saying it was all superstition. Just then, a man approached and scolded Da Zhuang.
This is superstitious rubbish that took your boy.
Da Zhuang wanted to fight, but Hart stopped him. To avoid direct conflict, he pretended to back up, then took the chance to rush past them. Soon they arrived at the old house. Da Zhuang's reason for helping Hart was to break this superstition. He believed that if they sold the old house, people would forget about the incident. They agreed to meet after the tide went out, and he gave Hart a little dog for company. So Hart and the dog returned to the house. Without hesitation, Hart walked inside. After a while sorting through the estate, he found one room that just wouldn't open no matter what he did. Frustrated, he gave up and turned to the next room. As he was reaching for documents under the bed, he was horrified to see a hand in the bathroom.